When you think about attacking players and you look at this team and the personnel that is available, one of the questions that came up time and time again is who is going to score the goals? If you go back in time to the time of Alessandro del Piero, for example, you had the same question of who's going to score the goals, but not because you had a lack of players and lack of options. It was who's going to score the goals because it's going to be a difficult choice as to who's going to play. And whoever plays is going to be the guy that we're going to count upon to score the goals. The question now is who, as in like, we don't have anybody. Who's going to score the goals? There are no options. One of the things that was troubling me coming into this playoffs was the idea that Mancini was actually thinking, seriously thinking and considering Mario Balotelli could be an option for us. This is Mario Balotelli who at some point, yeah, he was scoring goals, but this is also Mario Balotelli, the story that never ends, the soap opera that never ends, and that he had no place in this national team, and yet the desperation was such that maybe he's the guy. Joao Pedro, maybe he's the guy. Joao Pedro. Who? Yeah, Joao, he's going to come in and score goals for you because you're desperate to look for choices. So it goes back to the point that Alessandro was making, in that the development of the young Italian player who would come in and potentially take that position and say, you know what, I am going to be the guy who's going to score the goals for Italy. I'm going to be that guy. I've been able to work through the system, and I am now playing for Juventus. I'm playing for Napoli. I'm playing for Milan. This is who I am. They don't have that guy. You're still hoping, Ciro Immobile, please, can this be one of those days in which you score a penalty? Can this be one of those days in which you score a tap-in? Because otherwise, it's not going to happen. The limitations of the attack of Italy, with all the possession, but the limitations of their creativity, the attack, and specifically the final touch, the final product is scary, and it's scary bad. This is a team that in 8 matches in World Cup qualifiers within their group against teams like Lithuania, Bulgaria, Northern Ireland, they had 4 wins and 4 draws. 50% of their matches in World Cup qualifiers, they did not win. Some people say that in Europe you have to be perfect in order to qualify to a World Cup. Well, Italy were far from perfect. In fact, they were imperfect. 4 draws out of 8 matches for a team like Italy with their history, that's unacceptable. And that's part of the reason. Italy are thinking that their history are going to win games. Not right now, not anymore. And you should have learned for 2018. They did not. They hung on to the Euro, and now they're out.
You talk about their history. Italy, yourself being one of them, Ale, have a rich history of great strikers. And we've just heard Alejandro Moreno, Alessandro, talking about Balotelli there. How much of a problem is it finding a clinical goal scorer, an out-and-out number 9, or is it deeper than that?
Well, it's deeper than that, for sure. I mean, we're talking about a system that, don't provide... we are coming from a generation, my generation, we were blessed. As Alex say, not only as a strikers, are players like me, Totti, Inzaghi, Tony, and many, many more that we have in our national team. We didn't have, that kind of potential now, but also there's midfielders and defender in that era that was amazing. We created a system, Mancini was great in that, and the players were great, and they did really a miracle in terms of the commitment, the passion, and they help each other. So they find a way during the Euros that is only 1 month where you can find kind of perfection, in order to win the game. The pressure is on both sides. When you play against England or against big teams, it's both pressure. Now we play with the pressure only on us. We have to win. And if we win, we go facing one between Portugal and Turkey, probably Portugal in their home. So that kind of pressure, thought about that and everything in your head when you don't have so much to explain. Plus, bad moment in terms of injury, for sure. As I mentioned, 4 players, key players for this Italian team. There's Chiesa, Spinazzola, even Di Lorenzo on the right. The 2 fullbacks helps a lot Mancini during the Euros. We are missing the 2 fullbacks. You're missing the guy that, in 1 versus 1 can score against everyone, that is Chiesa. You're missing 2 big defenders in terms of personality inside the game. The guys that they say, hey, don't worry. Even if we miss a couple of games, don't worry. We're going to make it. We're going to make it. You know, they help you to stay calm and to stay focused on what you have. This is also the quality that this experienced player have. On the other side, we have most of our players that didn't even play, let me say, 10 international games, 20. It's, you know, there's a lack of experience also in this particular moment when you play a game that you are in or out. It's massive and unfortunately we saw it last night.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN FC on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and of course, ESPN FC 7 days a week, subscribe to ESPN+.